Hey everyone, I am here to talk about recipes and where do you find the good ones? Where do you find stuff to learn to cook with gluten-free options? I have three main sources of gluten-free recipes that I pick from. I have certain things always available to me. I also memorize recipes because some of them are really easy and a lot of recipes are adaptable to a lot of other kinds of recipes that you can make and modify depending on your mood. So I'm really excited because really the core of going gluten-free is the cooking, right? And so what do you go get and where do you start? So really don't need to be intimidated or frustrated or feeling nervous about it at all because a lot of it is even trial and error. And to be honest, nothing is going to be, that's the biggest thing when you approach a recipe is to know that you're going to try it. There are days when they will always work out fine, and there are days when you just throw the batch away. And I'll never forget the time I was making a smoothie and I decided to add all of the beet greens and the whole beet to my Vitamix. And I made this smoothie and I had other stuff in it too, but it was it was like eating dirt. I mean, I love beets and all, but there's one example that it just didn't work out. I mean, I was like, I don't want to throw this away. I don't want to throw the ingredients away. I don't want to, and it just like I can't even eat this thing. It's just disgusting. So there are times when it just does not work out, and I was trying something new, you know. So all right. So first I want to say that the first book I ever got on gluten-free living, gluten-free cooking, really this book is actually living gluten-free. It's also plant-based. So it helped me to learn whole foods. But this is an awesome, awesome book, Yum Universe, and I highly recommend her. And I know she has, I think, a sequel. I think she also has, well, I know she has a website too, and you can be a member. There are recipes that are in here that are not in the website anymore, but the recipe that I use in here all the time, I've almost memorized it, but this one is the simple hummus, and it is divine, and it's really easy. Um, this is certainly not meant to be a book review video, but this book, okay, I literally went through this whole book. I didn't read every single recipe, but I went through all the beginning of this book very slowly, meticulously, but I took one weekend and I'm like, I'm going to learn this. I am going to get this down because I have to. And I did, and I did, and I came out of it like, I can do this. Like, it gives you like how long to soak beans. It gives you an idea of what kind of utensils you might need, pots, how to kind of reorganize your kitchen. I mean, lots of things that are possibly over the top for what you might need. But it was awesome because I knew I could just absorb it and just start at the beginning. And this is what I did. So that one is awesome. Yum Universe. That's my first one. It changed my whole world, changed everything I knew about cooking in my whole kitchen. And this was a gift to me by my boyfriend, which is excellent. How Not to Die, the cookbook. The main book itself, How Not to Die, is excellent. That one is excellent about reading the scientific and medical reasons for eating differently. That's all I'm going to say. And he talks about a lot of different things. But that's Dr. Michael Greger. The other book, by the way, was Heather Crosby. So I'm showing you my favorite book. So How Not to Die cookbook. So this one was a gift also, and it was good reading. The couple recipes I tried in here, some of them did not work out. Like and I'll show you. So the Complete Idiot's Guide, gluten-free, vegan cooking. Just the and you know what? I'll just admit I don't have great success in cooking gluten-free bread. It it's a challenge for me, and I haven't had a lot of patience to just keep redoing it, trying it. But this book is good. It's got a lot of really good basic information also. So this one's the Complete Idiot's Guide, and pick it up. You know, there are a lot of books that you can get on Kindle or any other digital apps you might have for books. I have 3 more to show you. Actually, this one here I'll show first is Shred It, and specifically made for bodybuilding, burning fat and building muscle in a whole food plant-based world by Robert Cheek, who, by the way, lives locally. And he has really good stuff, really good recipes, really basic stuff, and really good formulas for learning how to really just, like it says, burning fat, building muscle, and with the exercise. He also did another one called Plant-Based Muscle, and he also did this with Vanessa Espinosa. Excellent. Just I mean, you can't like sit and read the whole thing. It's just so much. You just like, it's like a resource. It's a resource manual. I know this is going beyond gluten-free, but the more you learn, the more you read, the more you can absorb and understand. It'll help you to reformulate how you think of cooking, because in the past, when you didn't think about gluten at all, it just, you know, you cooked whatever, you have all these recipes that you had probably from over the years and made things the same way. You have to change. You have to look at everything, right? Okay, here's another one. I actually haven't even dived into this one, but it looks really excellent. Silk Road Vegetarian, by Dahlia Abraham Klein. I'm just putting it out there, okay? So that's the one major category is books, and there's just a never-ending source of books on, for example, Amazon. You can get a ton. There are a lot of other websites that you can buy books on as well. Now, the second source, which is a huge amount of information, online blogs, online just websites, and social media. I'm sure if you're in groups already, I highly suggest joining my group. I will show you that screen share in a moment and give you some ideas. I'll show you my links. I have a link page. I have a resource page where I have a lot of different websites you can go to, recipe websites. But before I go there, I was going to show you this is after I went gluten-free. I just started printing all of these different recipes that sounded good, and this is not obviously all of them that I found, but this is my big. This is my recipe binder, and I have sections in here for like main meals, drinks, salads, soups. I even have a section for like household things like deodorant, face cream. Long time ago, by the way, I used to make and sell health and beauty lotions, creams, that kind of things, to where you can make them at home. You can also buy them at the time. So I know how to make that stuff at home, and that was about 20 years ago. I was making my own lotions and learning about what is in our products that we put on our body as well. Okay, so not to deviate too much, last subject for cooking gluten-free, to look for resources for recipes. Your own family recipes. I'm serious. So dig them out, and if you're in our group, get in there, or go to another gluten-free group as well. But you can get help converting the recipe to be gluten-free. And it's really, really not as hard as you think. It's a little intimidating maybe. You can convert pretty much anything. There's a huge resources, I'm sure, in your family for recipes that were passed down. And you're not going to kill them. You're not going to ruin the recipes, I promise. You're actually going to just make them edible for you. All right, so let's do a screen share. I'll show you plant-based gluten-free living. Where is this? Here. Okay, do see plant-based gluten-free living. Here's the page, and you will, when you go to the main section, you'll see the discussion, which is all the posts by the members, mostly me, but some of our members post as well, and that's awesome. I invite that as well. So, but if you go in the tabs here, go to Files, and then go over here. I've got 4 at the moment. What's recommended reading? That's my resource list. So if you open that up, see more, it'll open it up for you. And it just, I have a ton of links for you to check out. Lots of websites that I go to and I use often. And there's the books. This is my list. So go in here, actually, but obviously first, if you're not already a member of that group, just request to join. I don't let everybody in. It's my group. I want it to be safe for you guys. That is my, let me close this so I can get back. But that's it. So books, online blogs, social media, and your family recipes. That's it. Let me know if you have questions. It can be daunting at first, but you've got this, and just go one at a time. Take one book at a time. Join our group. There are other gluten-free, plant-based groups as well, either way. And especially if you're celiac, there are celiac groups too. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you soon.